Trying to stay with Curry, catches, one dribble, steps back, puts up a three, won't go, rebound tip taken by Spades, final seconds, it's over, it's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. I came back home to win a championship and energize Northeast Ohio. But in a place like Cleveland, there's so much more work to do. 3,300 acres of land sits vacant. Almost 2% of the population has left in the past 3 years. To revitalize Cleveland, we need to work block by block, street up, and street by street. I wanted to invest my time and influence to create a movement that can maybe strengthen our community and transform neighborhoods.
I'm like the underdog around here.
So I recruited 4 local investors that share my passion to put their own money into 4 new businesses in a neighborhood that's on the rebound, but still has too many empty storefronts.
We're doing something great for the community. We're bringing neighborhoods together.
If we can help rebuild one corner of the city, we can create jobs and growth.
216.
Nothing is given.
All right, guys, team meeting.
Everything is earned.
I can't support you. There's a line stacking up.
You work for what you get. This is Cleveland Hustles. Previously on Cleveland Hustles.
Let's kick ass.
LeBron James has handpicked a team of local investors to revitalize the Gordon Square area of Cleveland.
Hello, welcome to Cleveland Bagel.
After being pitched by 20 local entrepreneurs, our investors have backed Cleveland Bagel Company,
This is all we wanted. This is what we've worked for.
Leather Good Maker Fount. I want to invest in you guys. What? And Groundswell, a yoga studio.
I choose you, man.
It's going to be great.
To open storefronts right here in Gordon Square.
We are so committed to being a part of this neighborhood.
When I think about what is about to happen in Gordon Square, it's going to be overwhelming. Tonight, one final Cleveland startup gets its chance.
Let's go and get this done.
A craft soda company and an artisan pickle maker compete for serial entrepreneur Kumar Arora's investment and a storefront to call their own.
We envision a cafe. I don't know. Will people come for soda?
The stakes are high for 2 small businesses with giant dreams and a neighborhood that needs a boost.
He's put 2 years of his life into it without expecting anything in return.
Kumar Arora is our youngest investor and a branding genius. He's a local businessman behind a number of notable startups and brands. He touches everything from nanoscience to hip-hop fashion. He really knows what it takes to start a new business and is an expert at marketing. So whichever business he chooses to invest in will be very fortunate.
Initially, 20 small Cleveland-based businesses made presentations to us, hoping for an investment. Out of those 20, I got interested in 2 of the startups. Both are in the food and beverage industry. One is called Old City Soda.
We're prepared to create a national brand with Cleveland as home.
And the other is Randy's Pickles.
From our deli-style dill to our Grandma Knows Best peppers, we come up with these kinds of flavors that are just unique to us.
The thing I like most about Randy's Pickles and Old City Soda is that they're manufactured here in Cleveland. And we've got so many vacant buildings and we have such high unemployment rates. Additionally, they both have a shot to make it to the nationwide scale. Now my job is to get to know the 2 businesses and see how their operations work. That way I can make the right call and figure out which business to invest into. I'm really impressed with the quality of Randy's Pickles, but their manufacturing capacity is very limited. So before I invest them, I'll have to make sure that they can increase production, but still keep the quality of the product. So I didn't expect you guys to have me meet here. Not at the kitchen?
Yeah, we had to book the space, so we couldn't get it for today.
One of the biggest obstacles that we have to scaling our business is that we're working out of a shared kitchen. Not having our own space limits how many pickles we're able to make in a week. So this is where the brainchild of Randy's Pickles happens.
This is not where you guys make your pickles, right?
Not what we make.
How long has Randy's Pickles been around?
21 months. And we sold our first jar at Gordon Square Farmers Market.
Almost like a homecoming.
Yeah.
Grandma was there that day.
Yeah, she was there selling.
This is her recipe, right?
Her recipe.
So she's not a partner.
She's happy to be involved when I can go and
She must be
visit
really
her.
proud of you.
It would mean a lot to Grandma. We were able to lock up this investment. Grandma's my biggest supporter. It would just make her so happy to see us succeeding. I don't think we could have done it without having our family and friends behind us.
Yeah.
It comes down to the city of Cleveland. Without the city of Cleveland,
Yeah.
we're not here. We're not here talking to you. Our business is a Cleveland business because this is where we started, and we actually wrote in our business plan the company would never move from Cleveland to Ohio, so we plan on being here for a while. You know, they got a little bit of kick to them.
Yo, this is good.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's good.
The space that we're doing all of our pickling out of is probably less than 200 square feet. If we could get to about 1,000 square feet of just production space, I mean, we could easily cream the competition. So we're looking for an $85,000 investment in order to build out a production facility and hire employees. And in return, we're going to give 25% of the business.
So how many are you guys producing right now?
Roughly, we're at about 24, 25 cases a day, so about 125 a week, which is a little less than a pallet.
And if we were to expand into a new facility,
I expect to be able to do a pallet a day.
going from less than a pallet a week to nearly a pallet a day can go from nearly 160,000 to 900,000 in sales, and that's pretty impressive. I love the product. I love the branding. I feel like you guys have a good business. My concerns, though, you don't have space, you need equipment. Are you guys prepared for that much?
Absolutely. And we're not going to stray away from that work. We hustle.
Scaling up is one thing with Randy's Pickles, but if I'm going to invest in him, I need to make sure they're going to maintain the quality of the pickle. And that's what I'm going to have to figure out next. I'm going to head out.
Cool.
And we'll touch base again.
Awesome.
Cool.
Good.
Okay,
Thanks.
see you guys. Every business I've ever invested in always tried to break the mold. In the case of Old City Soda, they are making handcrafted soda using juice. That could be kind of unique for Cleveland. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Mark.
Good to see you. So what do we got over here?
Working on bottling some lemon soda.
Sean and Mike not only are family members, but they work off of each other. Sean being the business guy, Mike being the creative type.
It can be very lonely and scary as an entrepreneur, and having someone else in the boat with you is pretty critical.
So do you have more of these machines, or is this just kind of one unit that...
No, this is it.
Yeah. Ah, thanks.
There you go, man. Lemon soda. Old City Soda was born 5 or 6 years ago in my apartment. I've put so much work and effort into this. I haven't taken a single paycheck in almost 2 years. We had a newborn in March. I work 7 days a week, and I try not to put in more than 10 hours a day. It's really burning the candle at both ends. When I was at my apartment, everything was made in this size. Now this gets us 90-gallon plus batches.
Is this process of how you're doing it different from how other people do it?
The big difference is it's all natural, no preservatives. We think there's a better way to do it, and that's what we're trying to execute.
Nice.
It truly is something unique. It is something different. We want to change the face of the soda industry, one consumer at a time. We envision kind of a cafe, somewhere where you can come in and try the product, even flavors that haven't even hit the market. But we need a partner that can help us think strategically for us to be able to do the things we want to do for distribution and scale. One of the things that holds us back at this point in time is getting our brand out there and having people know about us. So we're looking for $175,000, and in exchange, we're offering 25% equity in the company. to help build a retail location and build some of that brand awareness to help grow the business on the national and local level.
How much does one unit cost?
55 to 65 cents, and then we're selling them out to our wholesale customers at $1.50.
Right now, Old City Soda averages about $2,880 of revenue per week. They have a weekly overhead of $1,152. So they're clearing about $1,728 in profit. Their margins are good, but their challenge is to increase sales volume. One thought is that if they market their soda as a mixer for their floats or cocktails, they can improve revenue. But is a storefront the right way to do that? So I'll tell you guys straight up, my concern is that I don't know, will people come for soda?
There may be a novelty component that they'd come once, and so our challenge is making it a place that people want to come. We want it to be a place that's approachable for anyone in a family. Kids love the soda. Their ability to come in and sit with mom or dad or friends or whatever and have a float while the parents could have a shandy or a cocktail.
I don't think I've seen a place that has kids and adults at the bar right next to each other. I think serving the soda as a mixer to both kids and adults is strange. I want to see them focus on one group to be successful. But before I invest in them, we need to figure out what that demo is going to be.
Thanks for coming by today.
Congratulations.
Look forward to talking to you more.
Yeah, definitely. I'm never 100% sure that an investment I make in a business will pan out. So I asked Bonin to help me devise a series of challenges. Those will help me test the capabilities of each company. Then I can hopefully back the right one. I'm not totally convinced that retail is something you should do. I don't know if a pickle shop can work. A lot of the other businesses are following a standard procedure to build a brick and mortar, but in the case of Andrew, it just doesn't make sense for him. He really does need to focus on sales and hiring people. So this is going to be a two-part mission. I know you've got a lot of accounts, but I want to see more. I need to know if Andrew can grow his business while keeping the quality of the pickle. And that's my challenge for him. I want to see Andrew hire 3 new employees to make pickles. And I want to see him triple his weekly sales total volume to 300 cases instead of the usual 100. And then we'll taste test his pickles to make sure that the quality is upheld. And he's got 72 hours to pull that off. If he can do that, I think I'd be comfortable investing in him.
It can be existing accounts that you have room to grow, or it can be from the leads that you already have.
I may seem like I'm cool as a cucumber, but inside I'm definitely worried. It's a bit overwhelming when you're tasked to bring on new employees and triple your sales in such a short amount of time.
Done
Best
deal.
of luck.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Mike.
Sean and Mike have never had a retail storefront before, so I want to give them 72 hours to build a pop-up store and try to make $1,000. I want to see the aesthetics. I have to envision what you see. During the day, I want them to focus on a family-friendly environment with sodas and floats. At night, I want them to switch over to a bar and cater more towards adults. This way I can see which demographic responds best to the shop. That can give us a good idea on where to grow the business, if I end up investing in it. I'm confident with their wholesale aspect, so that's why I want to focus strictly on the local community.
The idea that we're going to need to turn around a storefront location in a matter of just a few days and actually get it to look like we would expect an Old City location to look is going to be a big challenge.
I look forward to seeing you guys in a couple days. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Good to see you
Pleasure.
guys.
Yep.
I got to tell you, the ceiling, I don't love at all. Looks very much like an office.
I think Kumar sees an opportunity for both of these businesses to scale nationwide. The problem is to be distinct enough to actually stand out and win is a lot higher bar.
We got a problem, we got to solve it. Who's going to get the first phone call? That's the question. We have not had the experience of that type of growth. You're basically tripling our business.
You know, we don't have a choice. We can make it work. Yeah. Opening up a retail shop for Old City Soda has always been a dream of ours since day one. but to do it in 72 hours is pretty unexpected.
Coming up on Cleveland Hustle.
It's going to take some time to get comfortable with that knife in your hand. We're to the point now where I have to take that leap of faith or fail.
Some kind of menu. What's the menu?
So that one is just soda and floats.
How can that be the only thing you serve? Old City Soda has been given 72 hours by investor Kumar Arora to set up a pop-up shop in Cleveland's underserved Gordon Square neighborhood. They will sell their sodas and floats to families during the day, then sell their soda-based cocktails to adults at night. By creating two retail concepts, it'll help them determine which target market will have the greater growth potential.
I'm gonna have to bump up all our deliveries to Thursday. So all this product has to be in bottle, labeled by Wednesday.
As we prepare for the pop-up, Mike and I are getting really good at divide and conquer. I will definitely be focusing on the space. Mike will be more responsible for the menu creation and making sure we have the sodas and everything that we need to actually execute.
In addition to having to make these sodas for the pop-up, I have to keep up with our current production. For the pop-up, I'm making 90 gallons of soda. For our current week-to-week production, I have to make an additional 180 gallons of soda.
If you want to get the bottler ready to go, we can start bottling some of the stuff off that we got kegs free and we can start
Get back into the AM and start making more soda tomorrow. Our sodas need to brew for almost a full day and then another 2 or 3 days for carbonation. I have to really get going and get this stuff knocked out here day one so it's ready for this pop-up.
Let's rock and roll. A lot of soda to make.
Our business stands out because we make all natural, great tasting, crunchy, good pickles here in the city of Cleveland. Some of the big pickle companies, they use a lot of artificial preservatives in their pickles. We don't. We make ours completely all natural. We take the time and the care to make it a quality product. So we just got to make some phone calls. I'm not necessarily worried about the sales, even though I should be.
Kumar has given Randy's Pickles 2 tasks. He wants them to increase their average weekly sales volume of 100 cases sold to 300 cases sold, and do it within 72 hours.
I can call Tiny, I can call all the market districts.
Yeah, you gotta start reaching out to all those restaurants too.
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword when you say you want to triple your business. Not only are you tripling your sales, but you're tripling the amount of production that you need in order to hit that number. I wish it was that easy. We got to get people in here and train them. You know, there's definitely going to be some obstacles that we're going to have to jump over while we're doing this.
To increase production, Andrew has to hire more people, and that's Kumar's second task. Randy's Pickles needs to hire 3 more employees so that Andrew can focus on growing this business. I have to be honest with you, I love Andrew, but I just don't think it's possible.
You guys remember the beginning of this, the challenges that come into training. Jerry, you're going to have to get them trained on the process itself. I'm not sure how I feel about trusting new employees with our secret recipes, but we're to the point now where I have to take that leap of faith. It's go out and do or fail. I think the employees is going to be our biggest hurdle. Pat, you and I should be able to get to those sales numbers, so let's go and get this done.
This investment, it's going to be a little devastating. We've already kind of projected ourselves scaling up into the next level.
You start planning and putting some hopes and dreams in place based on what could happen. We need more investment to drive bigger production, to drive more sales. More sales drive more revenue. More revenue means hiring more people.
So if we don't get the investment, it really would be a kick in the pants.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm excited to see the Old City Soda guys. I can tell you from my experience of working in the soda business at one of the largest brands on the planet, sodas make money. And so if you can get this right, this is a real opportunity here. What have you guys been working on?
Working on menu and then talking about what we want to do in the space to make sure we can get enough people through.
The night setup sounds okay. The bar setup scene, come here, get great cocktails, play some ambient music, talk to your friends. To me, that's really easy.
Yeah.
The family concept is what I'm worried about. The ability to house families and to entertain. I see the cooler, I grab something, I maybe get something, a sandwich, which I'm gonna order from here, right? Or some kind of menu. What's the menu?
So that one is just soda and floats.
How can that be the only thing you serve? Let's make this an environment that kids and families are actually gonna wanna go to. You have kids, you should know this. I'm a family coming in and I get soda and floats. I need food, get grab and go, something. You might think you got everything locked up because you can serve some cocktails with some alcohol and some soda, but where you're struggling is in this day portion of the task. And if you don't nail that, Kumar's gonna nail you. I think you should challenge yourselves from that 2 to 5 time period to say, can this be a family-centered, not about kids, but about family? Which means I come with a family, I'm gonna sit, what is mom gonna do, what is dad gonna do?
We think Bonan's advice to incorporate food and some specific activities is the right answer and probably what we would want to do long term. We're a little bit concerned about our ability to execute it in a short time frame.
All right, guys, thank you.
Get to work.
Looks like you guys got a lot of work ahead of you, but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
All right, man. Let's go do this.
So far, I've only got commitments for an additional 40 cases. I still need to find buyers for an additional 160 cases to meet Kumar's sales goal. Worse than that, we're having trouble getting our employees trained because we don't have our own kitchen.
I got questions for you. First of all, schedule on Tuesday. What's it look like in the evening?
Tuesday is 4 until 10:30.
Holy crap. We're trying to bring in 3 new employees to train them, but we can't get the time to schedule it in the kitchen.
Do you know what she's doing tomorrow?
No, not necessarily. She could probably, are you looking at the schedule right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Is there anybody in station 3?
Nobody.
We have to convince the guy that's in charge of scheduling to give us more time so that we can get these 3 new employees in, get them trained, and producing 300 more cases of pickles.
If we can do that, let's put us on the schedule for 4 to 10. And you tomorrow morning from 6 to 9:30. That's essentially what we need.
Right. I hear you.
If we can't get the new employees in there and trained, we might as well kiss Kumar's goal goodbye.
Okay, so I got a soft yes from you.
Coming up on Cleveland Hustle. Tell me a little bit about the retail sales. How you doing? And this is where it all begins to get vague.
Definitely have some great leads that we're going to follow up on this week. I've got a meeting tomorrow at 9.
The confidence seems to be overshadowing the truth.
If I look at the list right now of things that need to be done in the space from a construction perspective, I'd like to have a week. There's a ton on my plate to make sure I can get this done, but I know Mike has just as much on his side of just keeping the business afloat and getting everything else ready that we need for the pop-up.
It's me fixing my mistakes.
But it'd be great if he could be here.
Hey, what's going on, son?
Where you at?
Gonna bounce around Gordon Square, Ohio City, Tremont, doing orders.
I could probably use some help. What time do you think you're going to be able to get over here after you make those deliveries?
Probably the earliest
I'll be here, and I'll see you. If you need anything, call me. See you, bye. Starting the business, I learned quickly that you don't get to make your schedule. You know, the customers get to make your schedule. Heading into the pop-up Friday, which is our normal delivery day, we're definitely starting to rush things a little bit and having to schedule deliveries when we wouldn't normally be scheduling them.
After making some deals and doing some begging with the people I know down at the kitchen, we were able to get some time in order to train these new employees. We got them off Craigslist, and I hope they're quick studies because we have a lot of pickles to make. Glad to have you guys here. Welcome to Randy's Pickles. You guys ready? Cool. Let's do it. It's kind of nerve-wracking in a sense that you've got three people that look like they've never spent a day in the kitchen in their lives.
Point down, get it started, and then slice through. Flip it, point down, slice through.
It's gonna take some time to get comfortable with that knife in your hand. I would shave that off, and then we can use the rest of the cucumber there.
Where do you get your pickles from?
Come summertime, we've got farmers here in Ohio that grow fields of cucumbers for us.
Nice.
And there's nothing better than supporting a local Ohio farmer. And to be honest with you guys, Ohio produce tastes the best.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm coming to check in on you.
We're training.
Yeah. Okay. And how long does the overall training take?
Tonight it's going to take us around maybe 3 to 5 to 6 hours. We're not going to overwhelm them with too much today. It's going to be a learning process.
Before Kumar Arora, Randy's Pickles potential investor can invest in his business, he needs to understand if I'm going to invest in all of this additional production space for you, I need to know that you have demand. It's that simple.
We put 3 different kinds of seeds in each jar. And after that, we're going to put garlic and we're going to put dill in the jars. And then we're going to all start to pack the jars.
Okay.
Yep.
And so you think this is a process that you can replicate?
Absolutely. Hundreds of times, thousands of times, easily.
Training looks like it's going great. So I asked them about the accounts. And this is where it all begins to get vague. The confidence seems to be overshadowing the truth. Tell me a little bit about the retail sales. How you doing?
Well, good.
Good.
I made a bunch of phone calls this morning.
Okay.
Definitely have some great leads that we're going to follow up on this week. I've got a meeting tomorrow at 9.
Okay.
I've got a meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
And based on those meetings alone, I think I may be able to get to the goal. And if not, I've got more leads out there that we're going to follow up on again tomorrow, and we're going to make sure that we hit that number. So do you want to come to a store with me?
I'd love to come to a store.
Yeah,
I'd love to come to a new potential account if that's possible.
Maybe.
Kumar is challenging Andrew to triple his average weekly sales from 100 cases to 300 cases. And this is where it's hard to tell, is he really going to be able to get 300 cases sold? Anything I can do?
I don't think so. I think we got it covered.
So you're feeling very confident?
But I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
It would mean a lot if we were able to lock up this investment. Once we move into our own production space, we can then go to restaurants and start doing 5-gallon buckets of pickles. Economically, with the city, we're going to be hiring people. We're creating jobs. They say that money's the root of all evil, but really, you can't run a business without money.
Text me if you need anything.
Yeah.
I'll be around.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, guys.
Delivery days are my least favorite days. We get there at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to do deliveries all throughout Northeast Ohio. It's a long day. Hey, what's going on? It's brutal. If I can fit it in, I will stop at home and eat lunch and hold the baby for a second. It sucks sometimes. An investment right away would help alleviate how many hats I have to wear every single day. I'll be able to delegate some of the responsibilities that I do day to day off on paid employees. I won't be doing deliveries. I won't be bottling everything by hand. I won't be labeling everything myself. But I will fall down dead before I give up on this.
The pop-up starts tomorrow. We still have painting to finish. None of our signage up indicating our flavors and our menu. We have to then get our tables all set up and ready for customers to come in the door. I'm almost a little numb at this point in time. It is weighing on me heavy, thinking that I might not be able to actually get this all the way done.
Good morning, guys. Hi.
Hey, welcome. Now I got a present for you.
You do?
Because I knew you'd walk in without a hairnet.
I usually don't walk around with one, but now I have one.
Yeah, now
Thank
you got one.
Even though Randy's Pickles didn't get the investment, they still have big plans, and marketing will be a key to that. Go to cnbc.com to see how Deluxe helps them get their marketing in great shape.
Hi, Andrea. This is Andrew Rainey from Randy's Pickles. I'm not sure if you remember me or not, but I used to deliver produce to you guys a couple years back. I am working very diligently, making phone calls, sending emails, meeting in person to get the cases sold so that we can hit that second portion of our task. All I have to do is get to 300 cases. This letter of intent is essentially saying that you're going to add another 50 for us each week.
I've got a restaurant chain that's revamping their menu, and they're looking for local products. So I'm excited to do this.
Let's have you sign. We're currently at 223 cases with 77 more to go. If we don't get it to 300 cases, Kumar Aurora won't invest in us. If you could give me a call back, thanks. Bye. It's a huge task. I'm worried, but I'm also confident, and I think we're going to get there.
Sean and I were up all late last night, grinding out the last few details here. At the end of the night, stepping back and looking at it, I think we're pretty proud of the outcome. We're close, I promise. So we're about to open up the doors. As you can tell from sweating from pit to stomach, I am very nervous. Sorry. Apples to apples.
We took Bonan's advice and added some games to make it a more family-friendly atmosphere.
Oh, here it is. And it's gonna go right here.
Unfortunately, we ran out of time and we didn't quite get where we wanted to get on the food.
$1? Let's own for $1. I'm not too worried about the food end of it, but you know, if it's something that could hold us up, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna be worried about it. A big part of Kumar's challenge for us is to see how our brand fits in Gordon Square. So from 2 to 5, we're gonna do family-friendly concept, offering floats, ice cream, some sweets, as well as our sodas. And then at night, we're gonna turn it into a bar and do cocktails. And we'll see which one resonates. There you go, there's the kids. Oh, we're good.
During the day, we need to do $300, and at night, $700. So $1,000 for the day.
How are you guys? Good. You're not going to run in, are you?
No. We about to walk in.
All right, go, 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 go.
Welcome. How's it going, guys?
When we put the post out on social media, we had a teacher local in the community that responded and said she had kids out on a field trip and could bring them by that afternoon to enjoy a treat. So they were our first customers.
There's the first root beer float of Old City Soda.
It's amazing.
Orange Julius #1. Here comes another one.
We did really well with the children. They were very receptive to our floats. You would come back and get another float?
I'll probably get 5.
You'd probably get 5 floats? You'd be bouncing off the walls if you get 5 votes. And on top of it, I hope more kids show up.
I'm there for seconds. I'm here just for ice cream. Just for ice cream? How come you don't want a soda? Because I don't. You don't drink soda? No. That hurts.
What's up, Pat?
Hey, kid.
Hey, kid. I'm Ryan. Ryan, kid. Nice to meet you.
Brother, how are you?
How doing it?
Have a seat.
Right now we're meeting with a distributor who's connected with a lot of grocery stores and he's very interested in our products. I sold 223 cases, but I still have 77 cases to go in less than 2 hours to do it. If we could close this deal with them, we can significantly add to our sales total.
I know you sent us a customer list. It's a pretty impressive one. We're not in most of those stores. That's kind of why we wanted to bring you in today. Around how many cases would you be comfortable putting on a letter of intent that you think that you can push for us on a weekly basis?
Well, I think once you guys get your production up, I would feel comfortable around 100, 150 cases a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Once they see sales from those stores, we're going to continue to grow with you guys.
Yeah. So you would feel comfortable signing a letter of intent to bring on an additional 150 cases a week?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I've got this filled out for you here. I feel amazing. I don't know if I can use any words to describe it, but we completed our task. We've got something great to present to Kumar. I hope he appreciates the hustle that we put in to get to where we are, and we'll see what happens.
Cheers, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I'm stoked.
The raspberry tart.
I'm gonna let you lead, Kumar. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, Kumar, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
How are you?
How's the food?
Good.
Thank you.
Walking into that pop-up, I was a little disappointed to see the walls. It seemed a little bare, and I expected a little bit more as far as aesthetics.
Everybody out here is having floats and loving them. So far, we're getting some pretty good feedback. I heard some feedback. Yeah, over there. Awesome, I think the word was that was used.
Yeah, they're all on their second round right now.
You want to taste one?
Yeah, let's try it.
This is the Orange Julius. This is the classic. This is
Oh, wow, that's good. As a marketer, if I'm going to be, working with you guys, I want to figure out who am I advertising to? Who am I marketing to? What kind of commercials are going to look like? Because I can't cater to kids and a bar at the same time.
We haven't tested that yet, right? But we have a belief that there's a ton of people that are looking for a place to meet and sit and chat and maybe have an alternative beverage, not coffee. Food options, did that ever come to fruition? We've got popcorn balls. Okay. That's the only food option. Why? To be fair, we just didn't have enough time to execute on everything we wanted to get done. I can see that Mike and Sean listened to me and made it more of a family experience with games. But there is still no food. What they missed is what the consumer experience is in total. And all that consumers could do was to buy a float and buy a drink. That's just not enough to keep customers coming back. How much do you sell a float for? $4. What is the cost of goods that goes into that $4? 80 cents as a general matter. $4 for the float, 20% cost, 80% profit. And then how much does a soda cost? $2. $2 for a draft soda. And then tell me just a little bit about the margin.
With the cup, 20 cents.
About 10%.
With
10%, 90% margin.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are there. We're going to head out and come back and see you guys in the evening.
Thanks.
All right.
I was very concerned with Sean and Mike after seeing what they did during the day. This is a neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of disposable income. So they're going to have to pull from surrounding neighborhoods to make sure people show up. Just offering soda and floats might not be the only answer. I think that if they had some options for food, that'd be pretty cool too, but I know it's not their thing.
Really? Are they going to survive as a soda-based coffee shop?
I don't think they're going to be able to cater to adults. during the day, even though they say they can.
I think it's a hard deal.
Yeah.
Personally.
It needs more fine-tuning.
Okay.
Andrew, how are you guys? Welcome to our home.
Randy's Pickles, they do not have a pop-up because we agreed with Kumar that it didn't make sense for them to have a retail environment. So instead, I'm going with the other investors to see how Andrew actually did on his 2 tasks.
2 jars here are 2 that I made.
So this is a certified Randy's Pickle.
That's
Randy Pickle.
Right. And then the 2 with the X's on the top, those are the new hires that made those.
Hopefully, it tastes the same.
Hopefully tastes the same.
In order for me to invest in Randy's Pickles, I'm going to need to see how the tasks went. First, I had Andrew hire and train 3 new employees to help make the pickles while he focused on sales. But the new guys are going to have to keep up with quality, and now it's time for the taste test.
That's a good crunch.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of color variation here, but it's probably cucumber-based, not brine-based.
Now, does that affect the taste now?
Not typically, no.
Jonathan and Alan are the food guys within the 4 of us investors, and I really need them to help me assess if Andrew's new hires can execute the recipe properly.
Did you try both of these yet, John? I did. I think there's a minute variance between the 2. Your number 1 seller, that's the one you can't have any variance in it.
Absolutely. Now, if there is variation, it doesn't leave our facility. It's that simple.
We're all working hard to try and figure out, is there a difference? And if there is a difference, what is it? It's minute.
Right.
I think they're both great pickles. By this time, I don't even know the difference.
Okay.
So given this, as an investor, do you trust his ability to be able to hire, train, and...
Yeah, I think I do. I'm confident. I mean, he knows his craft. My concerns are that there is a slight variance. I felt one, and I'm not the food guy here. I have to think about it. Okay. I gotta.
So let's move on to task 2. Let's move on to task 2 then.
Okay.
The second part of my challenge is to see if he can sell 200 more cases than his average week. If he's increasing production, he should be able to do that.
I've got some letters of intent. We've got 5-gallon buckets here, more 5-gallon buckets here.
So the 5-gallon buckets, just to be clear, they're 1 2/3 cases. And these are to restaurants that you're selling?
Correct.
Okay.
So we've got 50 food service buckets, as well as 190 cases.
Not including the 100 that we're already doing.
So yeah, he surpassed the challenge.
What is the value of this whole exercise? Like financially, how much money did you take in?
$15,360.
Wait, you just in 2 days sold an extra $15,000 worth of pickles.
Yeah.
Where do I sign up for this? How do I get him out?
So going back to the task, I can see there's a little bit of a variance. I think there needs to spend a little bit more time on that. On the other hand, your numbers are amazing. I'm not a pickle guy, you know, but I am a money guy. So for me, numbers are there.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure that you make your money, we make our money, and we make the best possible product. I hope that you pick us.
Even though there were some consistency issues with the product, Andrew really impressed me by tripling his sales in just 3 days. He hustled really hard to earn my investment, and I really respect that.
And if you ever find yourself in a pickle, feel free to text me. Oh, there we go.
Hi, welcome. Goza and a regular soda. Orange Julius. Enjoy. $2 your change. People are loving our sodas, cocktails, and floats, and I'm just hoping they continue to love them throughout the night so we can hit our goal. Kumar wants us to make at least $1,000 today, and I think we're getting close. Thank you very much. We put up flyers in the neighborhood and put a post out on social media, and we're getting a really good response from people in Gordon Square.
Quite a crowd, huh? It is quite a crowd.
How's it going, guys?
My golly.
I had my head down, focused on making cocktails over here, and we have not been able to leave this bar. It's just been a non-stop, constant flow.
Really?
Yeah. That's the concept of these cocktails, is that they're easy one-step mixers.
Generally in Gordon Square, there's not a lot going on in the evening, and seeing how busy it is just proves that this is such a great possible business to open up right here in the neighborhood. I don't know if making floats for kids during the day makes a lot of sense, but to know for sure, I have to find out how they did tonight. You guys are pretty busy. Do you have any room to talk anywhere else?
Yeah, we have some overflow space in the back. You guys want to step back? We can talk back there.
The pop has been pretty busy. We're proud of what we got done in the past 72 hours. I hope Kumar's impressed because there's a lot riding on his decision.
You spent all week busting your butt trying to make something happen. I know it's not easy.
We had our second busiest week of 2016.
Really?
So this has been nothing but one of the biggest grinds of my life.
I mean, really, nobody represents the idea of Cleveland households better than these guys.
To me, it's about getting Mike what he deserves on the other side of this, because he's put 2 years of his life and more, putting the time and effort in this week to try to do what we did here. I did that for him. Because I know what he does every day, and it means something. So I did that for him.
I've been on this journey with Mike, but he's been in the trenches for the past 2 years and has put his livelihood at risk. It was critically important for me to show him through my physical effort what we can accomplish together and let him know that I was a true partner.
What were the numbers for today?
In the afternoon session, we did 200 cash.
How many hours is that?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Did admirable $200.
Nothing exciting, that's definite.
What are the sales like as of now?
$975 for the evening session as of right now.
We still have another half an hour. We're probably well over $1,000 right now in total revenue on the 6 hours that we were allotted.
I'm sure you guys are exhausted, as am I, all day trying to deliberate and figure out which business is the best. I have so much to think about with everything, and I have to get back to you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Great job. Great job, man.
This decision is so difficult for me. Both the businesses show great sales numbers, great projections, and they both are homegrown. I know what it's like to start a business and need that help. It's not going to be an easy decision for me. I wish I could just pick both of them.
Well, you definitely picked two of the best ones.
All right, this is it. Game day. Kumar has a really tough decision. Both Randy's Pickles and Old City Soda exceeded his expectations. I have no idea who Kumar is going to choose to invest in. Should we sit down?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It's like picking between one friend or the other, and I won't be able to do that easily. So I have to make my decision. Going back to your challenge, I saw the hard work that you guys put in. It's tough because both your businesses have very similar numbers. You guys both have a lot of heart. I liked everything you guys had to do overall.
Thank you. Thank you.
You definitely killed it with your tasks. There couldn't be a better salesman in Cleveland, I would think.
Thank you.
The other task, getting you out there so then you can train people, I did see a little bit of variance. That's a concern of mine. You know, going back to the risks and concerns with the retail, I didn't see exactly what you were going for till the end of the night. It's tough, you know, I want to see both of you guys succeed, and I can only, of course, pick one. I saw what you're capable of. But at this time, unfortunately, I have to say no.
Okay.
But I'm not giving up on you.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Okay.
Andrew's a great guy, but as he starts to grow, I don't know if I have the confidence that the quality control will be there. That being said, it's really hard for me to pull the trigger on making an investment like that.
Well, either way, I appreciate the chance you guys gave me.
If anything I can leave you with, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know this after
yeah.
this. You know you will.
I'm disappointed that we didn't get the investment.
But it's just amazing that we were given this opportunity. We got to move forward with all those letters of intent and just fill that production facility to full capacity. Just keep growing.
See you guys. I have to make my decision. I'm gonna have to say yes. I want to be a part of you guys. I want to help you. I want to be your marketer. I want to make your dream happen.
Yay! Welcome, man.
Having him select us is validation of what we've been doing, and we're just super excited about what's to come. On a personal level, I haven't taken anything out of the business financially, so I can finally have a little bit of comfortability in my current financial situation.
Let's grab some sodas. Hold on. What do you guys want? Lemon? Grapefruit?
I chose Old City Soda because I think that I have a lot to offer them, and we can go pretty far beyond just Cleveland. These guys have done so much with zero marketing or branding. I'm the marketer, I'm the brander, I'm the guy to magnify their business. But the main appeal is that it's going to add a lot of jobs to the neighborhood, as well as improve the quality of life in Gordon Square.
As you guys begin to get up on your feet a little more together as an investment group, I'd love to see who I can bring to the table to kind of give you guys some advice.
Man, love that. I'm so excited.
I decided to invest $175,000 into Old City Soda for 25% equity. My plan is to invest into a retail aspect, production, marketing, and e-commerce. We're going to have to spend a lot of time looking at different locations for our bar, at the same time trying to find a bigger production facility.
Cheers!
Cheers, guys.
Old City Soda.
There's not a lot of time to celebrate. In fact, the work is just beginning.
Next week on Cleveland Hustles.
We got a ton to do. We have no time to do it.
Our 4 selected businesses now have 90 days to open the doors on their retail stores in Gordon Square.
Part of this project is to revitalize.
Oh my gosh, it's gutted.
It's really, really cool.
Hopefully we can get it.
The future of their business, their investors' money, and the potential growth of this neighborhood all rely on them succeeding.
I think that we're designing the wrong space.
And the businesses get an unexpected call that will blow them away.
May I ask who's calling?
This is LeBron.
What?
For exclusives and extras, visit clevelandhustles.cnbc.com.
Tuesday.
The one thing I'm unwilling to give up is control.
Will Marcus strike a deal with this hothead who can't take the heat? The Prophet, premiere episode Tuesday at 10. CNBC. Get yours.